Had we but world enough and time, this coyness lady were no crime. We would sit down and think which way to walk, and pass our long-loved day. Thou by the Indian Ganges side shouldst rubies find, I by the tide of Humber would complain. I would love you 10 years before the flood, and you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews. My vegetable love should grow vaster than empires and more slow, 100 years should go to praise thine eyes, and on thy forehead gaze, 200 to adore each breast, but 30,000 to the rest. An age at least to every part, and the last age should show your heart. For, lady, you deserve this state, nor would I love at lower rate. But at my back I always hear Time's winged chariot hurrying near, and yonder all before us lie deserts of vast eternity. Thy beauty shall no more be found, nor in thy marble vault shall sound my echoing song. Then worms shall try that long-preserved virginity, and your quaint honour turn to dust, and into ashes all my lust. Now therefore, while the youthful hue sits on thy skin like morning dew, and while thy willing soul transpires at every pore with instant fires, now let us sport as while we may. And now, like amorous birds of prey, rather at once our time devour than languish in his slow-chapped power. Let us roll all our strength and all our sweetness up into one ball, and tear our pleasures with rough strife thorough the iron gates of life. Thus, though we cannot make our sun stand still, yet we will make him run.
Since you have world enough and time, sir, to admonish me in rhyme, pray, Mr. Marvell, can it be you think to have persuaded me? Then let me say, you want the art to woo, much less to win my heart. The verse was splendid, I'll admit, and sir, you have a pretty wit. All that indeed your poem lacked was logic, modesty, and tact. Slight faults, and ones to which I own your sex is generally prone. But though you lose your labour, I shall not refuse you a reply. First, for the language you employ, a term I deprecate is coy. The ill-bred miss, the bird-brained Jill, may simper and be coy at will. A lady, sir, as you will find, keeps counsel or she speaks her mind, means what she says, and scorns to fence and palter with feigned innocence. The ambiguous mistress next you set, beside this graceless epithet. Coy mistress, sir, who gave you leave to wear my heart upon your sleeve, or to imply, as sure you do, I had no other choice than you, and must remain upon the shelf unless I should bestir myself? Shall I be moved to love you, pray, by hints that I must soon decay? No woman's won by being told how quickly she is growing old. Nor will such ploys, when all is said, serve to stampede us into bed. When from pure blackmail next you move to bribe or lure me into love, no less inept, my rhyming friend, snared by the means, you miss your end. Time's winged chariot and the rest, as poetry may pass the test. Readers will quote those lines, I trust, till you and I and they are dust. But I, your destined prey, must look less at the bait than at the hook. Nor, when I do, can fail to see just what it is you offer me. Love on the run, a rough embrace, snatched in the fury of the chase, the grave before us and the wheels of time's grim chariot at our heels, while we, like amorous birds of prey, tear at each other by the way. To say the least, the scene you paint is, what you call, my honour, quaint. And on this point, what prompted you, so crudely and in public too, to canvass and indeed make free with my entire anatomy? Poets have licence, I confess, to speak of ladies in undress. Thighs, hearts, brows, breasts are well enough. In verses this is common stuff. But, well, I ask to draw attention to worms in, well, what I blush to mention, and prate of dust upon it too. Sir, was this any way to woo? Now, therefore, while male self-regard sits on your cheek, my hopeful bard, may I suggest, before we part, the best way to a woman's heart is to be modest, candid, true. Tell her you love, and show you do. Neither cajole nor condescend, and base the lover on the friend. Don't bustle her, or fuss, or snatch. A suitor looking at his watch is not a posture that persuades willing, much less reluctant maids. Remember that she will be stirred more by the spirit than the word, for truth and tenderness do more than coruscating metaphor. Had you addressed me in such terms, and prattled less of graves and worms, I might, who knows, have warmed to you, but as things stand, must bid adieu, though I am grateful for the rhyme, and wish you better luck next time.